There is a need in the city of Albany to see it transformed. There's some eye-opening facts that should shock us. And we can take it in one of two ways. We can either say, oh my goodness, we failed, or that God has divinely placed us here for such a time as this. George Barna in 2013 published that Albany, New York is the most ungodly city in America. And then the month after that, he published that we are the second most biblically illiterate city in the nation. That's an eye-opening fact.
You're the God of this city. You're the King of these people. You're the Lord of this nation.
I'm Pastor Keith Davey from New Hope Ministries in Albany, New York, and we founded Rebuilding the City Foundation, and it's our heart to see Albany rebuilt from the inside out, one life at a time. God put in my heart in 2002 to build a community center, to have transitional homes for men or women, and over the years He's developed that. And what that has become is called Rebuilding the City. And Rebuilding the City really started to burn in my heart and take initiative when in June of 2012 I sat at the Albany High graduation, and earlier that week the article came out in the Times-Union. And the article declared that 50% of Albany High students do not graduate. And right then I just felt my heart burden, I felt my heart break that we have to do more. And Rebuilding the City is what more looks like. Rebuilding the City Foundation is a multi-church approach, is a kingdom ministry where churches in the inner city and in the suburbs work together to see what God would do in the most ungodly city in America. Rebuilding the City is multifacets. You could picture maybe a table with 6 legs holding it up. One is hope for women. A residential home for women to be a safety net to catch, a step on solid ground, a shelter in the storm of their life. We've established that in 2007. We've opened up Gateway. It's a residential trade school for men, focusing for men ages 17 to 25, to give young men an opportunity to learn a trade instead of sling drugs, to not be a statistic, to not go in what they've seen before them, but to teach them what a hard day's work is and what an honest wage is. Another aspect of Rebuilding the City is our Meals for Kids, where we desire to feed kids a healthy dinner 5 nights a week. Kids from ages 4 to 19 can come in and receive a meal, receive a dinner, feel loved, be appreciated, and get what they need. What we have in the future is precious in His sight. Ultimate potential downtown Albany. It's right between Lincoln Park, between Washington Park, between 3 schools. This is the place that we can make a difference most in this city. We're 3 blocks from the governor's mansion, 4 blocks from the Capitol. We are right in the heart of downtown Albany. This is right where the lighthouse of Rebuilding the City needs to be. Impact, the other aspect of Rebuilding the City, is focusing on junior high students. The greatest time of violence is between the hours of 5 and 9 o'clock at night. So that's what we're gearing towards. Keeping the kids in a positive environment, off the streets, away from getting in trouble, giving them an opportunity to be in a place where they belong.
When you don't have people to come alongside you and help you when you're going through things that adversely affect your life, it's really easy to see yourself in a far worse place. And I think without people coming alongside me, that's where I would be today.
My name is Nishay Williams, and I'm currently the house manager at Hope for Women. Growing up, I was already labeled as a statistic. In middle school and high school, my teachers told me I was going to end up just like my mother on crack, or I was going to become pregnant. And, to be honest, I was definitely headed down that road. I didn't know what structure was. I didn't know what true love meant. I didn't know what it looked like until I came to Hope for Women. I think sometimes businesses, they, don't want to really get caught up in the whole religion thing because it's Christ and it's a touchy situation, but we all need love and we all need help, and everything fits together as a puzzle. Like, there's certain things that we can't do without someone's help who isn't a Christian. We're all one big team, one big body, and we're all striving for the same thing, which is happiness.
We have to do more, and rebuilding the city answers that call.
If we don't stand in the gap, if there hasn't been such a time as this for us to rise up and meet the need, then another organization may come in that may not be faith-based. And I would rather declare the glory of God and the gospel of Jesus Christ to see young people transformed by the power of Jesus, to see them given an eternal hope as well as a practical future here. If we don't answer the call, we're not the only solution. We're just a Christ-centered solution of the kingdom of God working together in power and authority.